Okay, guys, we are officially recording. We are on our part one of our foundational pieces in our Coaching the Coach series. So as you guys know, every Thursday night we've been meeting. We started out with just like a one week thing. I mean, a one topic thing, and that was like going to be it. But then I thought, you know what, this works. Every Thursday so that we could touch base with our leaders, especially since we have so many new people coming in, and especially since leadership is a very, very strong, important part of our business. So that's where I want to spend most of my time training, and I'm glad you guys are here. Part of this, like, you guys make time to be here every week. Even if you miss a week here and there, you are here when you can be, and that's very important in order to grow your business to be a confident leader. So if you're new to being a leader, this is going to be like a strong foundational build for you. Or maybe you've been in Scentsy for a while and maybe you just need a refresher. Maybe you just need something to kind of just pull back and just take a breather. Because everybody, like, honestly, I've been hearing, oh gosh, I'm so overwhelmed lately. It's been a lot. There's so many ideas going around. There's so many things that people are sharing, and I feel like I can't keep up, and I feel like I want to do it all. So I become paralyzed and I do nothing. Have you guys ever felt that way? I know I have. I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. Oh gosh, that's cute. And then I add it to my little sticky notes around my laptop. I add it to my notes and I screenshot it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And then before I know it, I'm like, I can't do any of this because I don't even know where to start. So we're going to start at the beginning because that's a good place to start. And if you're a new leader, I highly encourage you to do what matters and leave everything else to the side, unless you have more extra time, which not a lot of us have extra time in this. But yeah. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get caught up in the to-dos and all the glitz and glam going on out there. It's all good for your business. It's all good for our business. But at the same time, if we're not being productive, then we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, right? So if you're new, this is going to be how to build from the get-go. And I like your hat, Maribel. I just looked down and seen. I love it. I have to get one of those to kind of see. You're welcome. Okay, so, and then if you've been a leader for a while, then this is just going to be like a refresher, something to simplify your business, because it could be a blessing and a curse when we have all of this stuff going on. And I don't want us to be overwhelmed. So I want us to be strong leaders that are going to cut out the fluff and just do the important things for our business. Okay. The rest doesn't matter. Do the things that do matter. So we're going to be discussing the 4 things that are big in building our business. And this week we're going to talk about sales, because sales, I believe, is the number one factor that opens the door for everything else that we're going to talk about. Okay. So I want to be able to give you resources that are going to make you a stronger mentor, a stronger coach, and a stronger confidence when you're onboarding your new teamies. Okay, so how many of you guys, let me ask you this, how many of you guys feel like you are strong in sales? Which is PRV. I'm not talking about being a salesperson. I'm talking about strong in your PRV. Nobody? Okay, and that's fine. Nicole, you were like,
wait, I've been kind of consistent lately, so I'm okay, I think.
Okay. Gina's like, okay. Okay, so I want us to be so confident in our sales meaning, and I'll get into that we pour that into our teamies, because that's what's going to make a successful foundation for us. Because like we're going to discuss, it's going to open a bunch of other doors for us that lead into other areas of leadership. Okay. Once we're done, I'm going to be recording all of these and I'm going to upload them to my YouTube. And these are going to be trainings, because since we're going to be talking about sales and the other things I'm going to mention right now, these are recordings that you can just say, hey, I want you to go watch the sales video that Rihanna did on YouTube and take some notes and figure out. So that way, these are going to be ongoing trainings. You literally just tag them or send the YouTube training to them so they can learn about sales and the rest of the stuff that we're going to talk about. I want to help you sponsor your new teamie strongly with strongly. Is that a word? Strongly? Strength with strength and confidence. God help me. I forget the English language sometimes. Okay, so first part that we're going to be discussing is sales, okay, tonight. The second part, which will be next week, is going to be recruiting. The third part is going to be sponsoring. Yes, they are different in a form, okay, and we'll get there. It's going to all lead up to that. And the fourth is going to be personal growth. Okay, so week 4 will be personal growth, and they all kind of lead into each other. Sales is going to lead into recruiting. Recruiting is going to lead into sponsoring, and sponsoring is going to lead into personal growth. Okay, so it's important that you guys watch all of these. I'm like, hello. Okay, we have somebody working on the pipes right now in front of the house. So they had their music blasting. I'm like, no, okay. And they just said, okay, we're leaving. Okay, bye. So yes, they're all going to build onto each other. So if you miss a week, I encourage you to go back to the YouTube. It's going to be uploaded the same night. Okay, so if next week you're not able to watch before the following Thursday, I encourage you to go on and jump and watch that one. Okay, because they're all going to go hand in hand. Okay, so selling Scentsy. How many were like, oh, selling? We've been trained not to really use that word, but in all honesty, we are selling product. I mean, we don't have to be considered a salesperson or anything like that, but we are still selling Scentsy. If you're feeling overwhelmed or distracted right now by maybe life or maybe all the LTOs that are going on or maybe all the stuff that's happening, just remember, this is fun. This business is fun. Remember when you first joined, how much fun it was to tell people about the product, how exciting it was when people were placing orders with you, right? Do any of you guys feel a little bit overwhelmed or distracted or anything in the area of sales right now? Maybe frustrated, maybe overwhelmed, maybe, or we're all good?
I feel a little overwhelmed, only because there's so much stuff coming out, and I just feel like I can't get it out to my customers to sample fast enough. Does that make sense? Like it's one thing after another, and I'm just like, oh my God, like how do I even get there? Like I can't catch up.
International Airport. I get that 100%. 100%. Especially with the bring back my bar. I'm just like, June 1st is coming. I gotta hurry up. Okay. That's totally understandable. And before I enter into what we're going to talk about, I just want to say, when I first joined Scentsy, we didn't have as many LTOs as we have right now. They're literally coming back to back to back to back, which is fine. But I want to just plug this in. I don't want any of us to depend on LTOs to grow our business and to get sales. And I don't want to depend like, oh God, I hope there's an LTO so that I can meet my sales quota or my sales goal this month, right? We don't ever want to depend on these type of products to get us to where we need to be. Tracy, did you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that that's like 100%. You want to focus on the catalog and focus on your normal sales and your Scentsy Club, all the regular stuff. And then the LTOs are a bonus, because if you rely on those LTOs and that's all you're promoting, you can fall short. Or if you don't get something out, then, and that's what you're depending on, then it can hurt you in the long run.
100%. Yep. We should be focusing on our catalog. Our catalog is good enough. And like Tracy said, the LTO should be icing on the top kind of thing, because guess what? We've all experienced where we don't get some of the product that we needed. It's been a little better lately, which is awesome. Yeah. But what happens if they sell out a stitch warmer? Now you had $700 in orders, now it's zero, right? So that's why it's so important to focus on the catalog and the product that we have consistently available and not wait twiddling our thumbs hoping something's going to come out. So, I mean, we do have a big announcement on the last day of the month. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, remember why you joined. Remember how much fun it was and how exciting it is or was when you first joined, because sometimes we lose that excitement, we lose that anticipation, because it's kind of it begins to feel a little redundant or repetitive, or now we have to actually work to get sales, right, when they were kind of just flying in when we first started. So now we have to learn how to put sales into our focus as number one. Okay, so sales is where it all begins. Whatever your goal is for the month, let me ask you, what would you guys like your goal to be for PRV? Francis, just go ahead and shout it out or type it, whatever you want to do.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What you said.
What is your goal for PRV this month? Well, actually, just for June. What is your goal for June?
Well, at least 2,000. I at least try to get 2,000, but
Okay.
as of like for this month of May, it just depends. Like that we're already at the end. I'm at 7, so I want to try to hit at least 1,000 for the end of the month.
Okay, how about you, Nicole?
I'm always trying to get to 2, but slowly but surely, I think the highest I've gotten is like 15 or a little bit above. This month I'm at 1330, and I would have loved to get to 1,500 just to like be at that even, but it's been pretty consistent. Every month I'm like, my minimum goal is 500, my max is 2,000. So if I can hit anywhere in between there, I'm doing pretty like consistently in between those two numbers. I feel like I'm doing good.
Okay.
So I try and stay in that or reach for those 2 goals.
Okay, good. Teresa?
Always 500 for now, and I just watched something and it's going to be 5, 750, 1,000. That's the goal. So
Okay.
about 750 next month.
Okay, how about you, Tracy?
Oh, I always have 2,000, but is my goal, but I would like to consistently be closer to 3, and that's just personal. But I mean, I used to do events and stuff, so I was used to it. This last year has been a big flip, and I've had months where 2,000 just individual orders is fine and like easy come, and then there's other months where 13 to 15, and I'm going, come on. And then I've had months that are 3,000. And so it's like, okay, but I liked the events and having that steady flow where it was more consistent. So I'm definitely working on getting my individual orders there so that events and things like that are on top of it.
Okay, cool. Gabby says 2,000. Maribel?
Mine is 2,000.
Perfect. Gina?
Mine is 2,000, but I would love to get to 3,000.
Got it.
I've been pretty consistent with 2,000 now.
Yes, you have. Okay, Vanessa?
Same. Sorry, I'm driving too.
2,000?
2,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to shoot for 2,500 going forward, just because I've been hitting 2,000. Like I've been a little bit consistent with it, so now I kind of want to push myself a little bit more. But yeah, 2,000. Okay. I'm like, okay, I'm good, but I want to go to the next step,
Let's do it. Okay, Wendy, how about you?
For me, 2,000.
Awesome. Lisa?
It's always 2,000, and once I hit the 2,000 mark, I automatically try to shoot for 3,000. So
Got it.
I've been pretty
Good.
consistent also with the 2,000, so that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Kathy?
2,000. I hit 2,000 last month, and I'm almost there this month. So I'm not consistent with the 2,000. So that's where I would like to start out with, be consistent with the 2,000.
Good. Okay, Christiana?
It's always 2,000, but I've been ranging between like 500 and 1,300.
Okay.
So I'm trying to, I'd like to be consistent at 2,000. But
Okay.
that's what I'm shooting for is 2,000.
Perfect. Berlin?
So I do baby step goals for me personally because I don't want to be too overwhelmed with myself. But in the back of my mind, I am shooting for that 2,000 every month. The last 2 months, I had pretty much good sales. I want to say I had like almost 1,000 on April. Was it April or March? I don't even know what month we're in. 2 months ago, it was like almost 1,000. It was like 900 and something. I was so close. And then the last month was 700. So I've been raging around there the last 2 months. So it was pretty great for me personally, my personal PRVs, because I've been struggling this month. So I am trying so hard to get to my 500 to be at least paid by title, but I'm always back in my mind, want to reach that 2K each month.
Got it. Good. Okay. Danielle? Can you unmute? You're on mute. There you go.
I'm always hitting for 500 just to be paid at title. And then I would love to do 2,000, but my baby step goal is 1,000.
Got it. Tanya? Desiree?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
Tanya, go ahead.
So my goal right now is anywhere from 500 to 1,000. I am trying to bring in new teamie to basically grow my team.
Okay.
But my personal goal would be 500 to 1,000.
Okay, got it. Desiree? Okay. I don't know if she could hear. I keep burping with this stuff. Okay, anyways.
With
all right.
Desiree?
Okay, go ahead, Des.
Oh, is it me? I didn't know if there's another Desiree.
Yeah, just you.
Okay, mine would be 2,000 as well. I'm almost hitting 1,500 every month.
Got it. Good job. Okay, so let me say this. I asked you this just to kind of get a feel and a vibe of where you guys are at mentally with sales. So high sales, you guys, is the gateway to every other area of our business. Okay. And what I mean by that, $2,000 is considered high sales because it opens up that 5% bonus for us. It's going to give us a 30%. If you didn't know, once we hit 2,000 in PRV, that opens up the extra 5%. So no longer are we getting paid 25%, but we're getting paid 30% for that month. Every month it starts over. Okay. So high sales. As leaders, you guys, in order to build a strong foundation, our goal, I'm not going to tell you it has to be, but it should be as leaders, $2,000, because of the fact that it does mean if you're having $2,000 in sales, that means you're talking to a lot of people that month. That means you're actually going out and making relationships, building relationships with people. Okay. So I know it sounds like some of us are like, okay, 500, and that's fine. Whatever your personal goals are your personal goals 100%. But my suggestion and what I've seen to work over and over is high sales equals more recruiting, better sponsoring. It helps you earn incentives. It helps you promote. It helps you do all the stuff. High sales is where it starts at. And high sales is considered 2,000 and above. Okay. And it may seem a little impossible, but the pressure, let me just say this. Nobody's pressuring you to do anything you do not want to. But if you do want to grow your business, take the advice and shoot for the 2,000 PRV every single month. Okay. Before anything else, our PRV should be up there. Okay. At least 500 as a leader, because if we're not hitting 500, it's like we don't have a team. No matter if you have 30 people, 25 people, whatever, you get paid zero on them if you do not hit your 500. Okay. And I've said that over and over. The more sales we get, that means the more relationships we're building, the more people we're talking to, the more opportunities we are giving ourselves to expose not only sales, but other things that come along with it once we hit those high sales. You want more recruits? You need higher sales. Okay. You want to earn the incentives? You need higher sales. You want to promote? You need higher sales. It starts with higher sales. Okay. And you might think like, sure, whatever, but look, let me say this. Let me put this into your mind. We can be recruiting masters, right? But if we're not having sales, if we're not great in sales, we're gonna limit our potential income because we get paid more on our own personal PRV than we do anything else. Okay. On any of our frontline, any of their GWV, any of their TWV, whatever, we earn more on our own personal sales than we do off anybody else. Okay. Yes, there are a couple that you can do, which is recruit, and not, you don't have to have tremendous high sales to recruit, but you're going to struggle staying up in the game, especially if you have those ones that are high PRV and they're getting recruits and recruits and recruits are going to pass you up. And then you stop getting paid at your level, because at their level, when they out promote you, it all starts with higher sales. Okay. 2,000 PRV means that we're connecting with enough people, with a lot of people. We're building relationships, and that's where recruiting begins. Have you ever been approached? I was actually approached today on Messenger by somebody I had no idea who they are or how they found me on Facebook or how we're even friends. I have the message here, and I thought this is going to go perfect for today's training. What did she say? She said, "Hello, how are you doing?" Who is this chick? That's my first response. Okay. Hi, I'm great. I have to be careful because I have people from other Scentsy groups that follow me, so I don't want to be rude, and I don't necessarily know who they are. Okay. Oh, I'm great. Everything's going well with me. I didn't even ask first and foremost how she was or whatever, but she decided. This is a copy and paste message. First of all, I can tell. Okay. I'm just so happy with every single thing happening around me. Guess what? Question mark, question mark. I have no idea who this chick is. And she's asking me, guess what? I'm like, girl. Right? So I said, do I know you from somewhere?
Don't do it.
And then she said, oh, I was wondering if you'd like, if you're interested, everything's going well with me. And I feel like it can be well with you if you want to try my coffee for 30 days. And I'm like, I said, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if this approach works for you, but I'm also in direct sales. And I feel like I don't even know who you are. Maybe if your approach was different and got to know me better before you threw some coffee at me and tell me how great your life is. I'm happy for you. I'm glad your life is great, but maybe your approach needs to be different. I don't know how successful this is for you, but just coming from a side-by-side direct salesperson, we cannot build authentic relationships and genuinely get people to trust us when we're not out there talking to people, right? If you really do a self-check, those with 2,000 PRV or less consistently every month, and that's okay. We're here to build. Nobody's making anybody feel bad or whatever. If you take a look, honestly, at what you're doing every single month, and you have low PRV, low as in under 2,000, work your goals, do what you want, fine. But if you're not consistently hitting 2,000 yet, either you're new and you're building up, which is fine. But if you have been in the business and you've been in leadership and you've been in Scentsy for more than 6 months and you have not begun to hit that $2,000 mark yet consistently, or at least once so far, we have to look at what we're doing with our relationships, with our customers. It can't just be, do you want to buy this type of thing, okay? We have to make sure that these people know who we are, okay? On our social media, and it always ties back to social media in some way because that's the platform that everybody's using right now, okay? I looked right at your screen, Nicole, when you leaned in for that kiss. I was like, hey, girlfriend. Sorry, I get squirrel.
He gives me a kiss every time he goes to smoke. And I was like, I start my Zoom at 6.
Well, at least it's before he smokes. Not after, right? Okay, so they have to know us. Okay, so there's 3 things: know, like, and trust. And I learned this from a fellow superstar director. Okay, they have to know us. They have to know who you are, who we are, which means we have to be visible on our social media. We have to share our life. I cannot stress it enough, and you guys can probably say this with me. Posting stock photos will not get them to know who you are. Okay, be real. When we're real, you guys, it gives them permission to be real too, and to be comfortable with who they are. When we're out there and we're saying, you know what, I'm having a bad day, and we're honest and we're transparent, or we get on there and our hair is a hot mess, we have drool from the night before, we didn't even brush our teeth, you know, like we woke up like this type of vibe when we get on. We give these people a real life shot of us. Okay, when we're taking our kids to practice, like Vanessa, where'd she go? I think, oh, there she is. When Vanessa's on the floor at practice and she's on a business call and she screenshots that and says, business call on the field, I'd rather be anywhere else, or something real that relates, because we're softball moms and we don't always want to be at the freaking field. That's like our life 100%, always and forever. Amen. Yes, we enjoy watching our kids play, don't get us wrong, but Vanessa is going to relate. She's going to pull at a heartstring of somebody that's watching. Okay, or if we're having if we're on a date night and we can talk about that. And I know you guys have heard this in some other aspects of our business, such as recruiting, but it comes with sales also. And we may not even think about it because we're like, oh, that doesn't have to do with sales because I'm not asking them to buy me anything. Buy anything from me if I'm just posting my warmer, I'm just posting my being outside by the pool. Yes, you are. You are building relationships with these people. How many of us have our customers as friends that are not normally friends with us on our Facebook? Okay, I can't see everybody's picture, but the ones that are up said yes. Okay, now let me ask you this. How often do you engage with them? I'm not talking about one-on-one necessarily. How often are we liking pictures? How many people are graduating right now? How many times have we commented and liked and said, congratulations, I'm so happy for you and your family? It takes a second, and that's appreciated by these people because they're not just a sale to you and they're not just scrolling your pictures, right? Oh, freaking warmer. Oh, cotton cleanup. Oh, Scentsy SFR. Oh, right? If they feel tied into you, they're going to pay attention to what you post. If you're commenting and liking, I would say, you guys, I don't like to be on social media. I'm on social media every single day. I freaking hate social media. You would never know that, but I need it for my business because that's where it's at right now. Okay. So I make a point at some point every single day, either in the morning, in the mid-afternoon, or at night, to comment, like, heart, like, sad face heart, whatever, so they don't forget about me, so they know they're actually a human being to me and not just a sale. Okay, I had a person just post that their daughter made the cheer team at the local high school. She's a customer of mine. She posted a fundraiser that has like $1, $2, and you can claim whatever spot you want, and that's how much you donate it, and it goes towards their cheer outfit. Okay, this is a customer of mine. So what did I do? I claimed the $15 spot. I said, I'll take number 15. Oh my God, thank you so much. Right away, you guys. Why? Because I'm a giver. She's supporting my business. Why can't I support her daughter? You know, like, we have to come outside of ourselves and stop just wanting people to do for us. Okay, so build those type of relationships with your customer. You don't have to buy them stuff or give them anything. You don't have to do that. But the point is, she recognized that I see her outside of Scentsy. Okay, she's more than just that. And that's going to get her to trust me even more. So the next one that leads into is trust. Our words have to match our actions, okay? In your VIP groups, on your social media page, if you are saying, who wants free samples? And then people are like, me. And then you're like, I don't have time to do them. They're going to be like, last time I commented, I never got any samples from this chick. So, you know, I'm not even going to comment. Okay. No, sister, I'm not going to help your algorithms go up. I say yes, and you never even send me samples, right? So be a person of your word. That goes for your team as well. Now, I have been guilty of this where I've done challenges and things have got so busy that, oh crap, I forgot to send them their gift. And they're probably like, okay, thanks Rihanna for the challenge. You know, like we don't want to be that type of person. We want our customers and our potential customers to trust who we are. Do what we say we're going to do. And also trusting us. How many of us, I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to ask it. I'm not going to ask it. I'm not going to do it. How? I'm not going to do it. Look, if you are a business hopper, okay, people are watching that and they're not going to trust you for the most part. If they see that, oh, wasn't she just doing that shampoo company last month and now she's over here talking about, it's fine. If you have different companies, fine. I'm not gonna stone you and I'm not gonna condemn you or whatever. But if we are not working it consistently, I'm gonna talk about Scentsy. If we're not working Scentsy consistently, they're not gonna trust us. They're gonna be like, I'll find a girl that's consistent and is not gonna be bouncing everywhere. And that comes with the trust. That builds trust. If our people, if our friends, our family, our customers, our potential customers see the success we're having, and that's why I'm so freaking proud of whoever posted and reposted today about hitting 750 teamies. If they see you having success, they're going to take you more seriously and they're going to give you the right of authority that you deserve. Okay, and that comes with a trust. Post when you are freaking on your date night. Don't be on the phone the whole time with your phone when you're on your date. Your husband's gonna be like, okay, can we just go home now? I can watch the Laker game instead of being here at the bar with you and you're on your phone the whole night because you're like, drink night, dinner. No, just post your date night, get the freak off your phone, right? Post it. Thank you. Thank God for my business. I'm able to treat my husband to some drinks tonight. Thank God you're getting your manicure, pedicure. Take a picture of your toes in the water and then put your phone down and enjoy yourself. If they see you having success, they're going to want that. They're going to be like, oh, maybe this is something she's really putting herself into. And maybe we don't have that from before. Maybe we tried a couple different direct sales companies. I know I did. I was in a jewelry one. I believe I did one that's, I'm not mentioning names because none of them are bad. They're not bad, but they just weren't for me. So they didn't last and they didn't work. So now they're seeing and they're like, oh shoot, 750 teamies. This girl, I remember when she first started. Somebody just told me that. Oh my God, Rihanna, I remember when you first started and I came to your launch party that nobody showed up to. Nobody showed up for my launch party, by the way. Let me just say that. Carol and I set up, Carol had so much product. We set up probably like 500 million items and pulled them out of the boxes, set them up, had it all beautiful, had wine, had drinks there and everything, and nobody came. My launch party, however, everybody sent texts and whatever, my launch party was over $2,000, but nobody came. The reason I'm saying that, nobody came to yours either. Woo woo, cheers to the nobody came launch party crew. The reason I'm saying that is they might not take us quite too serious yet until they start to see success in us. So share. It's not bragging. It's not boasting. It's not like, oh, look at me. No, use it to inspire. Use it to build a trust between you and your people. Okay. And it doesn't already have to be a customer. There are people watching. How many of you guys got a random order from somebody that never talked to you about Scentsy before, but decided they want to purchase? I have. And I've had people join my team randomly, Francis, that never talked to me about Scentsy, but she jumped in and joined, right? I don't think I ever talked to you, Janelle, about it either, right? Janelle's on my team and she was like, I want to join. And I'm like, oh, okay. We never talked about it before. It's because they were watching. Okay. Share your success and get that authority that you deserve. That's going to bring trust to your business. When they hear you and they trust you and they see that you have that place now in this business, they're going to start wanting to try what you're talking about, right? Let me ask Teresa, because I know you're fairly new to this and your social media game is up. I love it. I love everything Teresa does. Before you started sharing like you share on the reel, Teresa's 100% real. She's not trying to be somebody else on her social media. Before you started sharing, Teresa, how much of your sales were coming easily?
I totally different company. I never had sales. So as soon as I started sharing and I had to switch accounts. I have another account and I had to train myself to talk to nobody. That's where my sales. Today I blew up. My phone's blowing up because I started sharing every single damn day. Sorry.
If you guys don't follow Teresa, you need to follow her. Okay.
Everybody follows me, girl.
and take notes. And I don't say that to jab at anybody, saying everybody's not good enough. You know who also is very good at posting real life stuff that's fun and relatable is Frances. If you don't follow Frances, you need to follow her as well. I'm not jabbing anybody else saying you're not whatever, but I'm just kind of off the top of my head. When I see their posts, they're different. When I see them talking, I know they're having content that's actually pulling in their people. Okay. And like I said, please don't take it personal if I didn't mention your name. We're all great. We're all fantastic. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to post today. I don't want to. That's me. I don't like social media, but I freaking do it. Okay. Because we need them to see us so that they can trust us. Another thing about a good leader and strong in sales, when you're good in sales, that means you're a good listener. How many of us consider ourselves a good listener? I don't consider myself a good listener, but I had to train myself to be. And the reason why I say that is we have to listen to what these people are saying. We have to listen not only when they're talking straight to us, but when they're not talking to us, but they're posting. Do you guys get my vibe when I say that? We have to be a good listener. When somebody's saying, I am so overwhelmed, I hate my job. Does anybody have a job that's hiring that I can look into? What? That's key to start listening. Oh my gosh, my kid's traveling so much. This is getting so expensive. Good Lord, help me. What? Fundraiser. When people are not talking directly to us, we should still be listening. When they're talking directly to us, of course, we should still be listening. I have a bad habit of zoning out. I have a very bad habit of zoning out. And in order to be a good consultant, when they're telling me, I had a customer recently, and I'm being transparent with you guys. I had a customer recently that said, oh, I'm doing good. We were in conversation. By the way, I need to order some bars. Let me get that list to you. I got to go back and look. And I really like blueberry cheesecake and da-da-da. Oh, well, have you tried the new summer collection? Da-da-da. This girl didn't ask me about no new summer collection. She likes baking scents, but if I would have slowed my roll, I would have heard what she was saying. And sometimes we get so like overzealous or exciting, and there's nothing wrong with upselling or talking about other products, but listen to what your customers are saying. If they reach out to you and tell you, hey, Gabby, I need 2 Amazon rain bars. Are you going to sell her 2 Amazon rain bars?
No. Say no.
Gabby, are you going to sell her 2 Amazon rain bars?
I would, because she wants those Amazon rain bars. Yes, I would sell them.
Okay.
Right?
Would you
suggest other ones that are similar to it?
Would you equal it up to a 6-pack?
Of course, I would try to work my best to.
Yeah. Okay, look, some people will naturally go to the 3-pack because, oh, it's one more left. No, we're gonna go for a 6-pack. Oh my God, yes, Stephanie, let's get you those 2 Amazon Rains. You know what would complement that? If you want to put a 6-pack together, we can do 2 Luna, 2 Amazon Rain, and 2 sea salts and avocado. Those are the perfect clean blend. Boom. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, and you're already spending $12. You're almost halfway there for 4 more bars. You can, like flowing. But you heard her. You're not trying to talk her out of the Amazon Rain, but you're now trying to upsell, and that's sales. How many of you guys feel comfortable with upselling? It's totally okay if you don't. I'm going to do an entire training on that after we're done with this 4-part series. Anybody? Do you guys feel like, oh, I don't want to bug, or oh my gosh, I don't want to sound like I'm pushy? And are you, Vanessa's on no, girlfriend?
No, I just upsold. My sister-in-law came over, smelled all the bring back my bars. She only wanted 4 and I got her to get 12.
Well, I mean, 4 or 6 or 12, let's go for 12.
She's like, really just get the 12.
Yes. And it's not like they're getting stuff that like we're talking them into like an oceanfront property in Arizona. No, we're talking them up into 4 more bars for a better deal, right? Nicole, did you want to say something? I'm sorry, I didn't know if you had your hand up.
I turned a 1 room spray pickup into a $122 order into a joint on Sunday.
Wow.
Oh yes, I love that.
She was like, what else do you have at your house? Like, she's like, can we have some girl time and like check out your things? I was like, yeah, girl, come over. We'll see what we have here. Whatever you're looking for. And we're looking through stuff. She's like, oh, I'll take this and I'll take this. And I was like, she almost walked out with the R2D2 that I had, and she's gonna buy one now that she's the consultant. She's like, I'll add it to this. I got to get 2 of them. I got to do this, this, and this. I'm like, girl, let's go. Let's do this.
Exactly. Because you were listening to her needs. What did she tell you? I want girl time. Come over. Right? Sometimes some of my customers will be like, hey, Ree, can I come shopping? And I'm like on my couch and I'm like, oh, I just sat down. Okay. Yes, come over, come shopping. Right? Because that's a need that she wanted to be met. How many of you guys feel confident in the product that you're selling? And it's okay if you don't. I'm just curious.
Now I do. I wasn't confident in the beginning, but now I'm very much confident in it.
Okay, good. Those of you who don't, and even those of you who do, a leader is always a great student. A good leader is always a great student. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Knowledge is power. When we are confident in what we're talking about, we flow, right? If we're not confident, we're like, oh, I don't, well, I think it has. So if you're not confident, they're not going to trust you. This girl don't know what she's talking about, unless you're new and they know you're still learning. But if you've been in the business for 6 months to a year and you don't know the warranty, and you don't know how long our diffusers go for, and you don't know the benefit of our diffuser versus an Amazon $30 diffuser, then we have to take a seat. Take a seat in that chair and learn. Get your product training guides. How many of you guys have these? I still get them every freaking single catalog season. I've been in Scentsy for 4 years. I still read this baby. I will refresh because guess what? Somebody told me on one of the lives that I did that we allowed them to come in and watch for somebody's launch party. Oh my God, how did you know all that stuff? I learned so much and I've been in Scentsy for like 6 months because I study this.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're confident and you're able to just bring a product up, oh, this is a Scentsy Go, this is a Scentsy Go, Scentsy Go Solid. The difference is, this one's $50, this is $35. This has 18-hour life charge, full battery charge. This one has 10 hours. This one has eco mode and turns off after 2 hours if it's not touched. This one has 7 LED color changing lights. This is solid. This is have a silver band to choose from or a rose gold band to choose from. So if you're flowing, they're like, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about. They're going to trust you. They're going to know you know your stuff. And I would rather buy from a consultant that knows what the heck she's talking about versus somebody that's going to give me something I don't want and doesn't. I didn't know that she said this had this and this doesn't have this. Now I don't trust her. Now I'm never buying from her again. Right? I've had people that I purchased from, and they told me it didn't have certain ingredients in it. And when I got the product, it had that. And I messaged them like, oh, so-and-so, this has whatever oil in it, and I can't have that. Oh, don't worry, girl, it's not going to affect you. Girl, goodbye. I tossed the product. I lost money, and she lost a customer. Okay, we're not always going to have the answers to everything. So don't feel like because we don't know the answers to everything that we're not good at what we do. But a student, an always and forever student, knowledge is power. Get this, your catalog. Where did my catalog go? Let me see, hold on 1 second. I want to show you something. You know, in the catalogs that they have little things. Do we know our Scentsy mission? Why is it important to know our Scentsy mission? If you call this your business, you need to know to bring value to the world by providing an industry-leading, family-friendly business opportunity, selling creative, artistic, high-quality products that warm the heart, enliven the sense, and inspire the soul. Do we have to have this memorized? No, but we should know the mission of our company that we work for and what we're about, okay? So product-wise, explore Scentsy Wax. Choose from over 80 fragrances. You guys know that we have over 80 fragrances? It's in the catalog. Designed by award-winning perfumers. That's something that our company has. It's, oh my God, our fragrance bars are so amazing. Well, what sets them apart from the ones at Target? Well, we have personal perfumers that make the fragrances. Does Target? Do they have? No, they probably have a team or whatever. You don't want to compare, you know, and call out names, but did you know that fragrance intensity can be increased by adding more wax cubes? So if one of your customers messages you and say, hey, you know, I can't really smell my cubes, my fragrance, but okay, how many cubes do you have in there? Oh, I have 2. Okay, increase it by 4. Confidence. You're able to shoot from the hip. And guess what? Now she's going to start going through her bars faster because now she's going to need 4 cubes to fill up that big space. So now Rihanna knew what she was talking about, and I know I need more bars now. So now I need to call Rihanna to get more sales. Okay. Try combining your favorite custom blend. I'm just kind of peeking through here, but you guys, if you have it, flip through every single page. Did you know this warmer here? Real sprigs of lavender are pressed into the mold to make this, it's cut off, warmer, glaze applied and wiped off by hand, so no two are exactly the same. If you have a customer that's telling you, oh, I think I'm interested in that. Oh my God, girlfriend, did you know that those are real lavender sprigs that are pressed into that warmer? Boom, you sold her. Okay, and that's because we are digging through our freaking catalog and look at every page. I challenge you guys to do that. If you're not busy tonight, do it freaking tonight. Product training guide, and more importantly, you guys, the bundle and save. We need to know our bundle and save because that's how we are going to upsell with confidence. Where is it at? Did I take it out of here? It's in your catalog first and foremost. It's hot in my house. There it is. Our bundle and save. When you're trying to upsell somebody to flowers, oh, you know what? I'm going to take 2 Luna flowers. Oh, well, you should get the 3 for $45. I don't want to spend $45. The approach. Hey, okay, so you want 2 Luna flowers? That's awesome. You know what? If you buy 1 more, you'll save $1 on each one, so you can get you 3. So it's all how we word it, but you're not going to know that unless you freaking read it, right? So it tells you the regular price is $48, the sale price is $45. So that means it's $3 off, $1 off of each one. Okay. How about you have somebody that's buying a washer tub and a laundry detergent? Oh, you know what? We have a laundry love bundle. It's, oh my gosh, you're going to get this, the tub, and the laundry liquid, and you're going to save $10. People want to know how much they're going to save, not how much they're going to spend. Know your product. Look at your bundle and save. You don't have to memorize it, but get familiar with it. The more you get familiar with it, the more confident you're going to be when you're talking about it. It's going to like ding, ding. I don't know if you guys are believers, but I'm a believer. And I feel this way and it's actually biblical, that when we read the word, I'm gonna I'm going to use this as an example. When we read the word of God, when it comes time for us to need that word, it rises up in our spirit and it flows out. Okay. Like when we're going through things in our life and we're like, no weapon formed against me will prosper. That's coming up, you know, like if God is for me, then who could be against me? You know, like when we're being attacked or when we're whatever, same thing with our business. I know it sounds funny to compare, but when somebody says, oh, I need blah, blah, blah. Oh, girlfriend. Okay, let's get you the Scentsy system. It's called Scentsy system and we'll save you $3 per da. And then you're flowing. It's there. It's in you. So when the time comes, it flows out. Okay. And that brings confidence and that brings trust. Get your catalog, get your product training guide, and get your bundle and save down. Okay. It's going to help you sell more. We need to know our warranty features. Do you guys know the warranty? Tell me, what's the warranty on our warmers or product, any product?
We have lifetime warranty against manufacturing and electrical defects.
How long?
Lifetime.
Okay, what else? If you don't like your product, if you don't like what you purchased.
I forget how, I think it's,
is it 30 days?
30-day return.
Yeah, 30-day return, and then you have 2 weeks to change your mind on something you've ordered. I'm sorry, 2 days on something you've ordered to change your mind, and then 30 days if you don't like it. But it has to be in resellable condition.
Correct. Well, I think it's 3 days. You have 3 days when you purchase it, right? Let me look. Now I'm second guessing myself.
That's okay. I think it's 72 hours.
72 hours. There you go. Okay.
I always say, yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I always say 2 days because whenever I contact customer service to do that, they say it could take up to blah, blah, blah to process it. And so I always tell my customers 2 days.
Because then by the 4th day, it's over.
Because customer service, they take a little bit sometimes.
Okay. 30 days your customers have to return a product to you that they do not like. They don't ship it straight to Scentsy. What does Scentsy do? If they call Scentsy and Scentsy, they say, I don't like my product. Who's your consultant? Oh, Rihanna Franco. Okay, call Rihanna Franco and she'll take care of it for you. Okay, they might ship the label to them to return, but it has to go through me. It has to go through you. Know our return policy, know our exchange policy, all of that. So when you get a customer, because you might not have had one yet, but you will. Oh, I don't like this after all. It doesn't really go with my decor. Can I return this? Right? It's frustrating because you're like, girl, you've seen the freaking warmer before you bought it, but whatever, we still have to provide customer service. Okay. Know the freaking warranty. We should know why our product is better than everything out there. We don't have to down talk the other product, but we should know why our diffusers are better than the Amazon diffusers. We should know why our product is $140 versus $30 on Amazon. Can somebody tell me one of the features or one of the reasons why our diffusers are $140 versus $30? 140 plus.
You don't need to use filtered water in them.
That's one feature. That's one plus.
Come on, anybody?
I'll wait.
I always say that the glass on ours is all handcrafted, and you can switch them out, the tops compared to the bases, so you can always switch it if your decor changes. And it might be $140 to start, but it's only going to be $60 to change what you want it to look like for a high quality warmer, rather than buying other ones that might die faster that are cheaper.
Very nice.
I love that.
It's got all the multiple light settings too. You have 3 regular light settings. One of them is the candle flicker, light and low and high, and then the color changing settings. You either put it on whatever color you specifically want, or you rotate through it like rainbow colors, which I've seen a lot of different diffusers and I don't see any of them that do anything like that. And then the top of the diffuser itself, if you flip it upside down and put your finger over the bottom, that's your instant measuring cup. You don't need to pre-measure anything. You just take it over, let it go, and it filters in, drop in your oils, flip the top back on, put your shade over it, and you're good to go.
When somebody approaches you and says, girlfriend, why are your diffusers $140? I can just go to Amazon and get one for $30. We have to be ready for that sale. Yeah, you can go to Amazon if you want and buy that $30 diffuser, but the good thing about our diffusers is it has 16 LED color changing lights. It has 3 mist settings, has a lifetime limited warranty. If anything ever happens to it, I will partner with you. We'll get it exchanged. You cannot do that with the lifetime of that other diffuser that you're talking about. Like she said, it's the high quality, the hand blown glass. We have to be okay. If you don't know, now you know. Go study your product guide.
Yeah, and one more feature it has is it does have an ultrasonic nebulizer, and that's what breaks up the particles. So if you're using your oils because you're trying to get the health benefits, you want an ultrasonic nebulizer. So our oils, we do not promote that way, but if somebody's using oils and they're looking at it for specific reasons, a lot of people will ask that.
Yeah, because you can use doTERRA, you can use Young Living, you can use all those other oils in our diffusers, and it doesn't void your warranty. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's something I always tell my people too, is you can use any oils with it. So if you like doTERRA for the health benefits, our warmers are perfect for that as well. So I always add that in as well. And another thing I always add, a perk of our warmers, is they have automatic shut off. So if you let your warmer run down, if you let your diffuser run down all the way out of water, it's going to turn off by itself rather than damage the diffuser.
100%. Thank you, Coral. Knowledge makes you more confident. Confident people sell more. Okay. We sell things that smell good, and we have fun doing it. To wrap up this call, high sales, we're talking about sales. High sales opens a door to what we're going to step into next week, which is recruiting. Do you see how we're leading up to getting into the next discussion? The more people we talk to equals more sales, equals more confidence. Confidence equals more conversations about recruiting, and it's like a stepping stone. If you can honestly tell yourself, and you've had $500 in sales for the past whatever you've been a consultant, and you're struggling at that, if you can honestly sit and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I've done everything I can and talk to as many people as I could possibly talk to this month, then fine. That's great. But if you sit and look at yourself and say, you know what, Ree? You struggled this month because you sat on your couch and you binge watched Are You the One on Netflix or Hulu for 4 days straight. Or you got frustrated because that person said no to your sales and you're being ignored. Did you push? Did you continue to ask? Did you ask for referrals? Did you ask? If you need help on building your customer base, go watch the YouTube training I did. It's called Expanding Your Customer Base. If you need help, don't sit back and just wallow in it and just be like, oh, well, I guess I'll wait till next month and see how sales go. No, create your own opportunities. Create these type of these sales and the interaction. Post on your social media better. Make sure that you're capitalizing on everything that's going to bring in sales. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any comments about what we discussed? High PRV is the very first step as a leader that we need to master. Anybody have anything, any questions, any suggestions, any ideas, any rebuttals, I'm good with it. No? Okay. Go out, hit the ground running. We still have 28, 29, 30, 31, 4 days left of this month. If you feel like 2,000 is too far off right now, guess what? Just start again in June. Finish this month strong as you can and hit the ground running in June. And you watch how, when your PRV is higher, how many more opportunities come your way for recruiting. Okay, because that's what we're going to talk about next week. Let's get on this high PRV train. Who's on it? Who's jumping on it? All right, girlfriends. I'm so glad you guys made it tonight. I'm going to have this uploaded onto YouTube. I'm going to stop recording right now. But